to.
Do you have cable?
No.
Okay, I want to make sure you're hearing this. I know a lot of people who are successful. They have chosen at one point in their career, they say, I don't have enough time in my schedule to watch cable and watch the stuff I need to learn. I don't have enough money in my schedule or enough money in my budget to buy this and buy that.
Right.
And they make these choices. They make these they choose to make a wise decision to get the result they want.
Yep.
I've noticed that unsuccessful people never sacrifice ever. And then ultimately they sacrifice in the end.
That's right.
Where successful people choose, to quote Dave Ramsey, they choose to live like nobody else today so they can live like nobody else in the future in a positive way.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it really gets, it's down to now.
Let me share one more boundary that I set for myself, and my wife and I have decided to do this. We went to the bank with both of our cards because we cut the credit cards. We've used those before. We use the bank cards because we can see it. It's real money. We know that when we spend that money, it comes directly out of our bank account. That's a boundary we've set. But not just that. We went to the bank together and we said, here's what we want to do. These cards, if we spend more than what's on them, we want to be declined at the cash register. The bank person said, you realize that you won't be able to, we'll cover your overdraft. If you overdraft, you have enough in your other accounts, we'll cover it. We said, no, we'd like to be declined at the place there. They even said, that's going to be kind of embarrassing. Yes, we understand that. It's a boundary we want to set for ourselves to be declined with our debit card. We do not want to allow ourselves to spend that $21 when we actually only have $7 in the account.
Now, you meet with your wife twice a month about this stuff?
Uh-huh.
Do you have a set time?
We have Thursday at 7 o'clock, the kids go to bed, and we sit down, have a little tea, sit down, and we talk for 30 minutes about our finances. We pull out the Gazelle budget, print it off. Also do this with our schedule. That schedule I showed you earlier, we say, how do we need to tweak the schedule? Do I need to change the way it is? I print off a new schedule probably every 2 or 3 weeks.
Now I want to throw this out here because I think this is so important. If you were to meet Braxton's incredible wife, probably one of the most sweet, caring, I would say almost, she would appear to be lighthearted and very gregarious, a lot of energy and that kind of thing. And so you don't have to be. It's not like your wife is like. It's like you're married to the most intense, accounting-minded, budget-focused person. It's not like but you guys as a team have come together and said we're going to do this.
Yeah,
you're a team.
In fact, she's the opposite of that. She's more. I'm the analytical. She's more like you. You know, opposites are good at that. But she wants to be in control of her time, and she wants to be in control of her finances. She's bought in to that, and I think that I know that makes it much more enjoyable.
In terms of driving down costs, I've noticed that you are very relentless about doing that. And I guess some of the best examples that I could give would be, there's a lot of people that they buy everything at a retail store. They buy their coats, their jackets, their socks, their shoes. It's got to be from the mall. It's got to be full price. It's got to be, and yet you always look for a good deal. And I don't know if I've ever heard you say it, but it seems like in your mind you feel like you're making more money. It's like if you had $50,000, but you could buy $70,000 of stuff for that $50,000, you're going to find a way to do it. So you almost make money on the buying side too. What is your philosophy towards driving down costs and just being frugal?
Well, I mean, I think when you set up the boundaries, you just do that. And you can spend too much time trying to find a good deal. That can happen. If you're like, I've got a coupon, I'm going to go drive 50 miles to go use this coupon. That's stupid. But for a car, I mean, my family, we have 4 kids, and a Suburban makes sense for us. And so rather than go out to the dealership and buy a brand new Suburban and borrow money for it or even whatever, I know that my car is going to be trashed within the first 3 days of owning it. Yeah. So I'm comfortable with that stage, but I'm not going to buy a brand new Suburban and I'm going to, so I have 2 Suburbans, but I've bought them both used, and I've looked on Craigslist, I've done all my due diligence, I found good, solid cars for under $10,000. And they're nice cars. They're not anything, how can you buy a good Suburban for under $10,000? You can find it. You just have to work a little bit harder, and you find those times. You schedule that time. That's one of those things that I might do at 5:30 or 6 in the morning while I'm drinking coffee.